my name is Alicia Ferguson, co-founder of BK Yoga Club, and today we are flowing with Well+Good. Let's go. So many of us are looking to change something in our lives, but that's hard to happen if we don't have a perspective shift. So today we are going to be actually flipping our entire physical body around to get a different perspective on things. So I'm just gonna invite you to put one hand over the heart, maybe place one hand on the lower belly, and just gently shut the eyes down, or you can pick a point in front of you to bring your attention to. Just connecting to your heart, connecting to your breath here, taking a nice full inhale through the nose. And exhaling it all out the mouth, nice and easy, nice and slow. And again, inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. And as we continue our breath, just taking a moment to check in with the inner dialogue that we've been having with ourselves, whether consciously or unconsciously. And just noticing the things that we've been affirming about ourselves, whether good or bad, but just knowing that those thoughts can sometimes become our reality. So let's take a moment here to define our intention for today's practice, and then just let go of the outcome. Beautiful. You can gently flutter the eyes open here, bring your attention back to the screen. I want you to reach the arms all the way out to the sides, nice and energetic through all the fingertips here. And then inhale, scoop up all the love, all the joy, all the courage you need up overhead. Bring your thumbs and your pointer fingers to a pyramid posture today, our pyramid mudra. And then as we exhale, bring the hands to prayer, lower the thumbs to your heart center. We're gonna take that 2 more times here. Inhale the arms all the way out, nice and energetic. Take your gaze up towards the sky, pyramid. And then as you exhale, hands come to prayer, lowering them to your heart center. 1 more time here. Inhale, nice and big, nice and full. And then exhale. Beautiful. Release that right hand down to the earth. Take that left hand over the ear for a nice side stretch. And maybe that right elbow bends a little, really working here into that left body. And then as we exhale, flip, find that reverse. Right hand reaches overhead, left hand touches down. And keep the heart nice and open, nice and bright here, lifting to the sky. Beautiful. And then come everything back to center. All right, we're gonna take that 1 more time. Inhale the left hand all the way up to the sky, reaching over to the right side. And this time, take that left hand to the right knee. Inhale that right hand all the way up to the sky, then reaching over to the left. Again, keep the heart open and lift it. And then as you exhale, right hand touches down to the left knee. So we're kind of in this pretzel situation here. Inhale, keep the heart lifted, gaze up to the sky. And on the exhale, round the back body, tuck your chin into the chest, allow the head to hang heavy, finding a nice deep back stretch here, working into the shoulders, and just preparing ourselves for today's practice. Inhaling and exhale. 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Release the arms, reach them all the way back overhead. Beautiful. Fingertips touch down and back you. Heart stays lifted here. Awesome. And then we're gonna find ourselves onto all fours. So nice flat back position. So spread the fingers nice and big, nice and wide. Call them starfish fingers. And then bring your knees underneath of your hips. Nice flat back position here. Beautiful. And from here, I want you to flip your palms around, taking the fingertips towards the knees, yes. And so we're slowly working into our carpal tunnels, just really waking up our wrists. So we're gonna be putting a little more weight as we work on our inversions today for beginners. And we just wanna make sure our wrists are nice and ready to support that extra weight. So maybe you take your left hand, place it over the right, and just hold it down for a breath. Inhale and exhale. And then try the reverse. Flip the left fingertips over, take that right hand and place it over the left palm. Take a deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. Awesome. Both the fingertips come back to center, and we're gonna drop into our cat-cow just to warm up the spine. So allow the belly to fall down to the earth, take your gaze up to the sky, maybe even smile a bit here. And then as you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin into the chest. Yes, let the head hang heavy here. 2 more rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, spreading through the collarbone, lifting the heart here. And then exhale as you round the back body. Beautiful. And then maybe you just take any little movements that feel good here. You can roll the spine out, shake the hips a little side to side if that feels nice. Just waking up everything. And then we'll make our way back to a flat back position. Awesome. So we're gonna light the core up early in the game here right now, right? Because we're working on inversions today and we're allowing our body to shift the weight around. So press firmly into the fingers here, press into the tops of the toes, and we're gonna lift the knees, hovering the knees off the earth about 2 inches. So navel draws into the spine, creating a little heat, a little tapas here. Deep breath, inhale. And then exhale, lower the knees to the earth. Awesome. If you need to roll your wrist out, roll the wrist out here if that felt a little harsh. And we're gonna come right back for it. So prepare, still spreading the palms nice and wide, fingertips are facing forward. Nice, strong, energetic through the forearms here. Beautiful. Tops of the toes are pressing into the earth. And as we lift the kneecaps, hovering off the earth here, nice long line, crown of the head all the way to the tailbone, navel's pulling into the spine here. Beautiful. 3, we got this. 2, we got this. 1, awesome work. Lower the knees back down to the earth here. So keep the knees exactly where they are. I want you to begin to reach your palms all the way out. And so maybe you make adjustments, like my fingers are off the mat, so I'm gonna walk my knees back just a little. But walk your hands out and allow the palms all the way through your forearms to touch down to the earth here. So my hands all the way to my forearms are almost like 2 railroad tracks. And so my knees are lifted nice and high, coming into a puppy dog. Knees are over my, hips are over my knees here. And maybe the forehead touches down here. Take a nice deep breath, inhale, and exhale. And really pressing firmly into the earth through the palms, all the way through the forearms. So really rooted here, making that connection to Mother Earth. And we're just gonna do a puppy dog flow here. So I want you to begin to shift your shoulders over the elbows, yep, and then curl the toes under, pick up the knees, forearm plank here. So again, keep that core nice and strong, pulls into the spine, and we're pushing into the earth, sending energy into the earth, drawing it up through the shoulders here. Beautiful. And then on the exhale, lift the hips up nice and high and keeping the forearms rooted all the way through the palms, through the elbows. Beautiful. And then as you exhale, the knees down to the earth, uncurl the toes, coming right back to our puppy dog position. Maybe your forehead touches down to the earth. We're going to try that 2 more times and just moving at your own breath, your own flow, your own pace here. Beautiful. All right, let's go. We're going to shift the shoulders forward over the elbows, uncurl the toes, lift up the knees, forearm plank here, nice and strong. Inhale. And then as we exhale, shifting into our dolphin variation. Beautiful. Holding for 1 breath. And then exhale over the kneecaps down, uncurl the toes, coming right back into our puppy dog. Last time here, again, own breath, own movement, own pace. Whenever you're ready, coming into your forearm plank, and then coming up into your dolphin, and then lowering back into puppy dog. Beautiful. Uncurl the toes here, and I want you to lift the forearms off the earth. This time we're gonna come right into our downward facing dog. So you notice that a lot of what we're doing today, right? We're working on inversions for beginners. And so downward dog, although we don't think about it because it's a foundational yoga pose, is really a half of an inversion, right? My hips are underneath my heart, right? The blood flow is going in the opposite direction. Beautiful. So just pedal out the toes here. Take a nice deep breath. Gently and slowly, at your own pace, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Once you get here, hook opposite elbows and just sway a little bit side by side. Again, allowing the body to recirculate the blood, allowing the hips to come up nice and heavy, nice and high here. And then whenever you're ready, feel complete, release the hands from the elbows, tuck the chin into the chest, roll up nice and easy, nice and slow, 1 vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back here, standing tall, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale the arms all the way out and up, reaching up to the sky. Beautiful. Coming back into our pyramid pose. And then as we exhale, the hands to prayer, folding forward over the hips, nice and easy, beautiful. Inhale, find some length here. And then step the right foot back, step the left foot back, shift right back into your downward facing dog. And then from here, walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Yes, and again, keeping with our half of inversions here. So we're allowing the blood, again, to recirculate in the opposite direction, flipping our perspective around and seeing all the options available to us today, right? So grab your big toes and then inhale, find length here through the spine. And then as you exhale, allow the belly to fall on top of the thighs. Bend the knees as generously as you need to here. Beautiful. Inhale, find a little more space here. And then whenever you're ready, release the grip on your big toes and walk yourself all the way back out to your plank pose. And then begin to shift into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. From here, bring your two big toes together. Come up high on the balls of the feet. Bend those knees. Look between your two front hands. Step, jump, hop. Woo, you got it. However you made it, top of the mat. Inhale, grow long through the spine, crown of the head reaches forward, and you're pulling your shoulder blades away, your shoulders away from the ears here. Beautiful. Exhale, fall forward. And then inhale, we're gonna come right into our chair pose. So we're gonna lift the arms up here, weight it into the heels here. I can almost float my toes up and say hello with the toes. And reaching the arms, hips are low here. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. We're gonna make this a little dynamic. As you inhale, stand up nice and tall, interlace the fingers, Charlie's Angels fingers, beautiful. And then on that next exhale, sink the hips nice and low, coming back into your chair pose. 2 more times. Inhale as we lift and rise. Exhale as we come back into our chair pose. Inhale as we lift and rise. Last time in our chair pose. Beautiful, hitting that chair. Hold for 1 more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, hinge forward over the hips, walk it out each knee at a time if that feels good, beautiful. Step the right foot back, plant the right hand down, and I want you to take that left arm sweeping up to the sky. So we're taking a low lunge twist here, beautiful. 1 more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, plant the left hand down, step the left foot back, shift back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet if you need to. Beautiful. And let's try that on the opposite side. So this time we're gonna take that left foot forward 1 more time. Plant that right hand down, sweep the left arm all the way up to the sky for a nice twist here. Inhale and exhale. Keep that left hip nice and low to the earth. Bring both hands to frame the front foot. Awesome. Step that left foot back and then shift back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet once you get here. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna take that right foot all the way to the top of the mat this time. This time I want you to plant the left hand, sweep the right arm up to the sky. And again, keeping the hips nice and low to the earth, allowing your gaze to go up to the sky, inhale. And then exhale, both hands to frame your front foot. I want you to rock back and forth on the ball of that left foot and then make your way all the way to the top of the mat and sink right back into your chair pose because we love it. And we're coming for our dynamic chair flow again. Hands come to Charlie's Angels, sitting right into our chair. Inhale, rise up nice and tall, maybe arch back a bit here. And then exhale, sinking the hips back. Weight is in the heels here. Inner thighs spin down. 2 more times. Keeping with the breath. And again, just allowing the body to flow with a new movement, with a new perspective. Beautiful. Fall forward here, hinging over the hips. Walk out each knee 1 at a time. See how that feels for you. And this time, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, shift back into your downward facing dog. So downward facing dog is gonna be our inversion pose for today. All right, so inhale that right leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room, and then take that right foot all the way through to the top of the mat. This time, sweep that right arm up to the sky, take your gaze with it, inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna spin into our warrior 2. So that back left foot spins parallel to the edge of the mat, gazing over the front fingertips here, sinking low into that right knee, inhale. And exhale, sink a little deeper if you can. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale. And we're gonna reverse our warrior with the bind. So take that left hand to the small of your lower back. Right hand flips up and over here. Beautiful. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, come back to your warrior two. Float the arms all the way down to frame your front foot. And then I want you to walk both of your hands to the long edge of the mat. So both your toes are gonna be pointed forward here. And you're really like engaging the inner thighs, your abductor muscle. So send the weight to the outside edges of the feet here. Allow the palms of the hand to press onto the earth, or you can come onto the tops of the fingertips. You have choices here, right? Yogi's choice. I want you to inhale as you grow nice and long through the spine. And then exhale as you allow yourself to bow in this humble surrender to the earth here. Awesome. And just hold for a breath. Again, pressing to the outer edges of the feet. And then take your left hand, walk it over towards the right foot. And maybe you grab for the right ankle or the right shin or the right big toe, whatever you can grab, it's all good here. And then inhale, see if you can sweep that right arm up to the sky for a twist. Allow the head to still hang heavy here. One more breath. And then bring both hands back to center. And then creepy crawl your hands over to the left side. Right hand reaches for that left ankle or shin. And then you're gonna sweep that left arm up to the sky here. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Both hands come back to center, and I want you to assemble yourself at the top of the mat, and both of your toes are going to point forward here. Beautiful. Step that right foot back, and just come into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Pressing firmly into the earth. Maybe you flutter the lips if you need to, right? Just allowing the body to shake itself up. Sometimes we go on autopilot and we want to, again, notice everything that's available to us. There's so many tools that we have at our disposal. And so whatever we need to do to really feel how the body's feeling today and not worry about what it looks like. So maybe we all just try it with me. Inhale. Exhale, flutter the lips. All right, we got it out the way. Inhale that left leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room. Carry the left foot all the way through to the top of the mat, and we're gonna take that twist here. So the right hand touches down, left arm sweeps up here. Take your gaze to meet your thumb. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're gonna open up into our warrior two on the opposite side. My back right foot is spinning parallel with the edge, sinking low here, navel's into spine, and we're gazing over the front fingertips. We're gentle warriors today. So give it a smile. Beautiful inhale. And on the exhale, let's find our reverse. So take your right hand, bring it to the small of your lower back if you're taking the bind, and flip that left hand up and over the left ear. Beautiful. And then exhale the hands all the way down to frame your front foot. And then walk both of your hands to the long edge of the mat, and both your toes are gonna parallel to each other. So again, you're pressing to the outer edges of your feet here, and take whatever variation feels good. So you can stay up nice and high here, or whenever you're ready, again, allowing your heart to bow down, bowing in a humble surrender to the earth, acknowledging everything that is supporting and holding us. And just acknowledging this different perspective. So you notice as you flip your perspective upside down, the physical world around you actually looks different. Maybe you notice the dust underneath of your couch. Or maybe you notice things on the wall or the plants that you haven't seen because you're looking at them from an alternative view. Beautiful. Let's hold for one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then press your palms firmly into the earth as you lift your chest back up. And I want you to symbol yourself forward again. Awesome. And then this time, step the left foot all the way back. And we're gonna flow through a little vinyasa here. So lower down to baby cobra or chaturanga, whatever feels good for you today. And then we'll all meet in our downward facing dog, our half inversion for today. Beautiful. Bring the two big toes to touch. Come up high on the balls of the feet. Bend those knees. Look between your two front hands, almost like a cat. We're gonna pounce to the top of the mat. All right, inhale, find some length here through the spine. Beautiful exhale as you fall forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching up to the sky. Come back to our pyramid mudra today. And then exhale the hands to prayer as they come to our heart center. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe close the eyes down for a breath, just checking in with how you feel. Maybe you even start to feel a little lightheaded with all the blood rushing to our heads. So just coming back to that, coming back to your intention. Deep breath, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. If your eyes are closed, gently flutter them open. Take your right foot and step it back about 3 feet. And take both of your hip points, point them forward, hands on your hips here. Roll the shoulders back. Keep that heart nice and lifted here. Beautiful. And then we're gonna slowly, pressing down firmly into the feet, slowly begin to hinge forward over your hips. Nice long spine the whole way, all the way through the crown of the head. Stop here about halfway and just check in, right? So you don't wanna be hunched over. You wanna really let that energy flow, that prana, that breath that we're cultivating, flow through the body to new areas. Yeah. And then whenever you feel good here, take it all the way down. And you can bring your fingertips down to the mat, down to the earth. Allow the head to hang heavy. So don't hold it up, don't hold the neck here. Find a softness in the neck, find a softness in the jaw, softness in the space between your eyebrows, softness in the shoulders here. And just take a notice of your back right foot. You want to make sure your whole foot is on the earth. Yep, so we're not lifted up high. The whole foot is on the earth. Keep pulling that left thigh into the midline of your body. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Bend into that left knee, and we're going to take flight here. So left hand comes in front of the left foot, and we're slowly going to lift that right leg up off the earth here. Beautiful. And we're going to come into a half moon. So the right hand reaches up to the sky. That right foot is energetically shooting energy to the back of the room. Right toes are flexed towards the chin. And we got this. Hold for one more breath. Inhale. Again, noticing everything that's available to us. You always have options here. You can place both hands on the mat if that feels better for you. If you want to kick it up a notch, you can even, you can even take that left hand to wrap around that left ankle. Yeah, the challenges. All right, but wherever we're at, I want you to bring both hands to the mat and come into a standing split. So both the hips point forward to allow the head to hang heavy towards the earth, and then release that right foot down to meet the left here. Beautiful. Allow the whole body to fall forward. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching up to the sky. Come back to our pyramid mudra here. And then hands come to prayer. Lower them to our heart center. Beautiful. And then bring the hands right back to your hips. And we're going to take that on the opposite side. So bring the hands to the hips, roll the shoulders back, heart is lifted, pressing firmly into the earth. Our feet are rooted, little roots here. Yeah. And this time we're going to step the left foot back. So take that left foot back about 3 feet. And you want to just check in here. Our feet are almost like railroad tracks. They're both pointed forward. Hip points are forward. Roll the shoulders back. And you have options here, right? Just like we have options in life. So you can keep your hands on the hips, or you can take a fun little hand posture. So maybe you want to bring the hands to a little fist and bring them to the small of your back, roll those shoulders back. Or maybe you want to take a prayer posture and you bring the hands to prayer and wiggle them up to the space between your shoulder blades. Just keep rolling those shoulders back wherever you got here. I'm going to take a prayer pose today. All right, press firmly into the feet here. Inhale, lift the heart. And then as we exhale, we hinge forward over the hips. And stop halfway. Again, just check in here. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure the spine feels good. And then exhale, take it all the way down, wherever you're at. Again, allow the head to hang heavy. Allow it, the neck to release. Allow the blood to flow to the head. Again, maybe re-energizing the creativity center. Maybe it's really tuning into our third eye center, our intuition, and just charging it up. All right, wherever you're at, whatever hand posture you chose, bring both of your hands down to the earth, bend into that right knee, and we're gonna take flight into our half moon. So the left leg lifts up parallel to the earth, and we're stacking the hips here. Right stacks over left, left stacks over right. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Beautiful. Left feet are flexed to the chin. Big breath, inhale, make it expansive, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, have fun here. Don't take it so seriously. If you fall out, like who cares? It's just yoga, it's just for practice, right? We're releasing the outcome of anything today. We have an intention, we have a goal, but we are in flow for whatever comes our way. One more big breath, I'm about to fall. Exhale it out, beautiful. Both hands touch down to the earth, and then keep that left leg up, coming into a standing split. Beautiful, both toes point forward here. Awesome. And then take that left leg down to meet the right. Beautiful, inhale, sweep all the way out and up, reaching up to the sky. Our last pyramid mudra for today. Beautiful, cactus the elbows, open up the chest here. Woo. Come back. And then bring our hands, lowering them to prayer. Beautiful. And let's hinge forward all the way over the hips here. Plant the palms here, step the left foot back, step the right foot back. Beautiful. And then from here, I want you to come onto your forearms. So forearm all the way down to the tops of your fingers. So we're pressing, sending energy to the earth. And then slowly begin to walk your toes up towards your elbows till you almost feel your hips are in line. Yes, the hips are overhead. Then bend into that left knee, and you're gonna use this right foot as like a little kickstand. And just have fun, right? So you don't take it too seriously. Start small with your hops, but you just wanna use that right leg to keep it straight and use the left leg to bend and hop. And see if you can get the hips, right, overneath of the head a little, overneath of the shoulders. Woo! Maybe you catch flight. Maybe you don't. Wherever you're at, take a breath here. Keep playing with it if you like. But whenever you feel complete, whenever you feel done, take that child's pose. So allow the head to hang heavy here. Take a breath. Your heart is probably beating pretty quickly. And just taking a moment to acknowledge what you're creating. Acknowledge how you are choosing in these moments. You are choosing in every single moment. And just begin to acknowledge what you're choosing. We can always change it. We can always shift it if the outcome isn't something that we like. One more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right, let's come forward on the opposite side. So spread the palms nice and wide. And so fingertips all the way to your elbows, rooted into the earth, really pressing down here. Awesome. And so keep those hips up nice and high. And then we're going to curl the toes under, lift the hips up, coming back into our dolphin. So maybe you need to walk the toes back up, yep, to get the hips up nice and high here. And your arms are like two railroad tracks, yep. So they're parallel with each other, but they're nice and straight. They're not caving in here. Beautiful. And then find the reverse. So whatever leg you used last time, switch it. So this time I'm gonna bend into my right knee, and I'm gonna use my left leg as like the little pogo stick. And so just take little bunny hops here. And see how it feels for you. Whew. Whenever you feel complete, just come back to your child's pose. Allow the blood to settle itself here for a moment. Beautiful. Allow the blood to settle. And then slowly walk your hands back to your knees. Bring your bums or your booties all the way to the earth here. And then bring the soles of the feet down and take it all the way down to the mat. So allow the lower back to become flesh, allow your shoulder blades to press into the earth here. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big old hug here. Wrap your arms around your shins, maybe rock side by side if that feels good. And just allowing the breath to find your breath again, actually. Maybe it feels a little frantic and you just want to smooth out those inhales and smooth out those exhales. Beautiful. And then open the arms nice and big like a T shape. Take both the knees over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. And then let's find the reverse, taking the knees over to the right. And this time I take my gaze over to the left. And in these moments, again, just acknowledging all the choices that are available to us, acknowledging how we get to choose at every moment and every step of the way. We can always shift perspectives. We can always change our outcome. And then bring both of your knees back to center. And we're gonna come into our final resting pose, our Savasana. Extend the legs nice and long here. And maybe you bring your arms, maybe you bring them by your sides, maybe you bring them to the lower belly. Any space or any place on the body that you feel needs a little extra love today. Maybe it's perspective, so maybe we bring them to our forehead even. And just sending love and energy and light there. And I just invite you to stay here for as long as you need to, allowing all the benefits of the practice to really settle into the body. But if you have to go, if you must leave right now, we just bring our hands to prayer, and we'll bring the thumbs to the space between our eyebrows, our intuition, third eye center. And I say thank you for allowing me to lead you, and I will see you next time on the mat. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video with me and Well+Good's Good Moves. If you like more of this, please like, subscribe, smash one of those buttons that are around. And you can catch more of me at VK Yoga Club on any social network. And I can't wait to flow with you again on the mat. Peace.